Hola amigos, hoy nos acompaña mi amigo Graham.
Hey, how's it going?
En este video vamos a tener una conversación amistosa en inglés. Este video no está escrito ni preparado. Es una conversación típica en inglés sin nada, nomás conversación normal. Habrá subtítulos para este video, solo haga clic aquí o por aquí. Pero yo te recomiendo ver este video primero sin subtítulos hasta el final y después con subtítulos si no puedes entender todo. Pero vamos a tratar de hablar claramente. All right, Graham, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So, what time is it? It's pretty late now, right, in California?
Yeah, right now it's almost midnight.
It's almost midnight in California. We are filming this video pretty late.
Yes, I actually just got off from work.
Cool. So, tell me, what do you do for work? Like, what's your job?
Well, right now I help, it's called a life skills instructor, and that is the fancier way of calling it, pretty much I guess like just a nurse or someone that takes care of people, and that's what I do. I have a client that I take care of.
Okay, so you have a client. You said you're like a nurse, you said?
In a way, yes.
So do you do injections? Or?
No, not that kind of nursing. More so, just, you know, it's a lot of visual work and just making sure he's he's doing everything that he needs to be doing, and he's not doing anything that he shouldn't be doing. You know, I work for a company with people that are handicapped and mentally, physically
Disabled people, yeah?
Disabled people.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right now you only have one client, right?
Just one client, yes.
Okay.
Part-time because I also go to school.
Okay, so I know you go to school. You're learning to be you're studying business management.
Yes,
right?
that's right, business.
Yeah, so why did you choose business? Out of everything, like you could have chosen, I don't know, communications. You could have chosen liberal arts. You could have chosen Latino studies.
That's true.
Why? So why are you interested in business management? Do you want to be a very successful businessman? Do you want to create your own business? What's that? What are your plans?
Well, first of all, I hope you guys don't get offended that I didn't choose Latino studies, but ever since I was young, I have always wanted to become an architect, and that shattered my dreams when my aunt, who is an architect, had told me you need to be like a mathematical genius to, you know, solve problems and all that stuff. But that was when I was little, and now there's, you know, it does all the work for you on computers. But since then, I had changed my career path to business, and I had always been fascinated with business. So, you know, that's why I'm pursuing it.
I remember when I met you a couple years ago, 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, you had an online business. I remember that.
Oh, yes, I remember, yeah.
And you were selling, I think it was like sport apparel?
It was like workout
clothing, yeah.
Clothing and equipment, yeah. And that was like an online store, yeah.
What was it called again?
I don't even remember.
I remember the logo was pink. That's what I remember.
Yeah. Oh, it'll come to me, but I can't think of it right now.
Yeah. So, and then I remember after that you launched a metal straw business.
Yes.
You were selling metallic straws.
That's right. I was selling metallic straws, and I only made a few sales off of that. It's really hard, you know, marketing, and especially just getting into it. You don't know a lot about it. But then that wasn't very successful either, so that I stopped that as well.
So, do you want to continue working on? Do you want to build another online business, or do you want to try a traditional business, or do you? Yeah. So, what do you want to do after you finish your education? What is the next step?
Well, the next step, I definitely want to get back into building more businesses online and also physical businesses that you walk into. I have so many ideas for businesses, and this is why I pursued this as a career. I love business. But as far as right now, I'm focusing on, besides work and school, I'm focusing on my new YouTube channel. Yeah. And I'm not trying to promote myself here, but you know, you got me into YouTube, and it's awesome. It's really cool. It's a really cool platform to be a part of. But I would like to be, you know, hopefully grow on YouTube. And
YouTube is a business. YouTube is a business. There is, an audience. An audience could be a customer, and that's right. Analytics. You look at some months you get less views, some months you get more views. And it's the same with the business. Some months you make less money, some months you make more money. And you have to understand what sells. Not literally like you make money, but what the audience wants.
Yes.
And you make more of those videos, and your channel will grow. And it's the same in business. You give a product to people, they either like it or don't like it. And the proof is in the pudding, like they say. If you see that this product got a lot of sales this month, you're gonna make more similar products like that.
Okay. Wow, right? That's really fascinating. You know, and that just gives me another reason to really get into this.
And a YouTube channel is like a business in the same way that the first year, the first few months, it's going to be very difficult. You're not going to see growth. You're not going to see any traction building. It's not until after a year or after a while when people begin to build a connection with you, then it just grows faster and faster. And the same with the business. You open up a business here in the city, and people don't know what that is. They're like, they pass by in their car. They're like, okay, what is this? One day I'll stop by and check. And one day they do stop, they taste the food, if it's a restaurant, for example, and they like it, and then they return over and over. And that's the same with the YouTube channel.
Wow.
You appear on YouTube, people say, okay, who the hell is this Graham guy?
You're right.
And then they click on your video and, wow, this guy's interesting. Then they watch more and more.
Yeah. And I really hope that happens. But yeah, it's amazing how many similarities there are between businesses and like YouTube, you know, like just the way it grows. But it all comes, like you said, with consistency.
Yeah. And you guys know that I love languages. So does Graham. Graham actually speaks Italian and a little bit of Spanish as well.
Un poquito.
A little bit of Russian, like this little, but
yeah, hardly anything.
Yeah, so tell us, like, why are you learning Italian? Why, what is your language learning method? How do you learn Italian? And why do you learn Italian? Why do you learn Italian? And how do you learn Italian?
Great question. Well, first of all, I had taken classes in high school before, Spanish classes, I believe all 4 years of high school, and it wasn't very successful because it was all about conjugations and verbs, and it wasn't a lot of like expanding your vocabulary. But honest to God, it wasn't until I met you in college. We had the same math class, and every day you kept just speaking to me in Russian and sometimes in Spanish and in French, and I was very impressed. I was actually amazed, and that actually kind of kick-started it. That influenced me to learn different languages. But for Italian, for the most part, I actually have a majority of my heritage comes from Italy, the other from Ireland. But a lot of people from Ireland speak English. But from Italy, I was very fascinated by that, and I wanted to learn Italian. So that's how that started. And
you're going to Italy next year.
Yeah, next year I plan on going to Italy with me and my girlfriend, and yeah, we already have an itinerary set of all the places we're gonna go. We're gonna start from the top of Italy, and work our way all the way down and then back up to the top and then fly back home.
Cool. Yeah. So, have you ever been to any other country? So besides the United States, I know you've been to Tijuana, right?
Yeah, I've been to Tijuana a few times, maybe like 5 or 6 times throughout my life, just to go down there, you know, get some tacos and then just to turn and burn, go down there and go back up. But the tacos are really good. But other than Mexico, I've never been anywhere else.
Yeah, that's interesting. Actually, I think most Americans have never left the United States.
Wow, really?
Yeah, so it's crazy.
Yeah,
and
that's amazing.
I think learning a language is really cool because it allows you to go to another country and speak to the people in their language. I went to France in 2018 and I spoke French with the people there. And so my brothers and them, they spoke English. And they got a totally different reaction in France than me. So, for example, if you go to a cafe, for example, and you speak English and you order in English, they're going to treat you differently if you speak French. So if you say bonjour, je voudrais un croissant avec du chocolat, they will be like, wow. Well, maybe they will think you're a local if you have a really good accent, but my accent's not the best. So they're like, where are you from? Oh, I'm from the United States. And like, oh, cool. So your family's French. I'm like, no, I just learned French. Like, wow, that's cool. And with the Russians are the same. They're like, why did you learn Russian? Почему ты учил русский?
And if you're lucky, do you get like a free pastry or a coffee out of it?
So I was in Brighton Beach. Brighton Beach is in New York City. It's in Brooklyn. And it's the Russian area of New York. And one day, I think in June last year, we were in Brighton Beach, and I went to a restaurant called Tatiana's. It's on the beach. It's near the beach, and we walked in, and I said, "Здравствуйте, нас 5 человек." We're 5 people, and they sat us down, and then they spoke Russian to everybody, and they realized that wait, they don't speak Russian except for that guy right there. And then the waiter came up to me, it's like, why do you speak Russian? How come your dad, who looks like a Slav, why doesn't he speak Russian? So my dad looks very Slavic. And why doesn't your dad speak Russian? And I'm like, because he's from Colombia. It's like, oh, okay, well, why do you speak Russian? I said, because it's a cool language, it's a beautiful language. And he was so impressed, like, so you don't have any Russian relatives, Ukrainian Russian relatives? I said, no. No, and he said, whoa. And he was so shocked that he went next door. Next to the restaurant, there's a bakery, pastry shop. And he went next door, and he convinced the lady to make a cake for me and my family.
Oh, wow.
And they came back, and he said, oh, this is for you. And I said, why? And I said, because you speak Russian and you're so cool. And I said, wow. So someone offered me cake, literally.
That's
like
amazing. Yeah. Wow. That just gives me another reason to learn Italian, you know.
Yeah, so but anyways, guys, Graham is a really interesting guy. You guys will see him sometime again on this channel. Maybe we will do a reaction video or something fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
So guys, it's already almost midnight here in California, so we're gonna wrap this up. Wrap this up means like we're gonna end this, we're gonna finish this video. Leave your comments. Just give your opinion. What do you think about this conversation? Have you ever had any interesting experiences speaking another language? Or what about you? Would you like to travel to Italy, Mexico? Yeah. And what about business? Are you guys studying business as well? Leave a comment. Let us know.
Good questions. Absolutely. Yeah. Please let us know what you think.
All right, Graham. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, man.
See ya, bro. Peace out, guys.